Hi, I'm Luke and this is Aidan and we're the drivers. If you haven't met us already, check out our intro video on the NYMAZ Music page.
We're the NYMAZ Music Ambassadors, which means we come along to these weekly sessions every Wednesday evening at Thirsk Rural Arts. Throughout this video we're going to give you an idea of what happens at these sessions, but most of all we're inviting you to come and join in if you're a young musician in the North Yorkshire area.
The NYMAZ sessions are very tailored to your musical needs and aspirations, whether that's a career in music like myself and Aidan, or a hobby that you want to be more directed with. Definitely for me it was the recording of music and the editing of music, which I had no idea on before. I've come into this with no real knowledge and I feel like I could now put together some tracks and put together a video like this, so it's really great to have that.
I suppose I wasn't too familiar with what I was going to expect, so maybe I was maybe even afraid of what was going to happen, but as soon as I got there and we got going with it, I realised that it was just an opportunity to, at first, maybe ask some questions if I was unsure about something within music as a whole. But also to receive some guidance about things I'd never have thought of even asking about, recording music, securing gigs, and what happens further down the line if something goes wrong, for example. It's really a rounded experience of everything that could come at you in music, and a bit of fun as well, isn't it? A bit of fun.
I think the best aspect is the conversational aspect of it with Matt, the mentor that runs the sessions. Just being able to tap into any knowledge that he has in any aspect that you've got. He's always willing to answer your questions and help out a lot.
I also think the regularity of sessions every Wednesday
Definitely
means that we are sort of compelled to do things that otherwise might have been put on the back burner. So we've now got a website, wearethedrivers.com. It's looking really nice. We've got a Twitter page, a Facebook page, all these kind of things. We've got events coming up, we've recorded stuff that without these sessions just might not have ever happened. So throughout making these videos as well, we've learned tips in sound recording, video editing, whether computerised or just setting the gear up as well, and what equipment to use.
I think we struggled putting the mic stands up in the first few weeks.
Still do, sometimes.
Still do.
If you can play an instrument and you enjoy playing an instrument, I'd say come along. Definitely. It's completely free as well.
Completely free. What we've been able to provide, so local festivals that we've played at and different kind of events that we've been involved in around the area, we've given back to the community straight away with that, because through the sessions we've become a lot more organised within our music, getting our website together like Aidan mentioned, and we've become a more formative band in getting out there to play these gigs within the community.
Yeah, and I suppose the skills that we get are transferable and permanent, so that wherever we are in life in the future we'll be able to put them into practice. Something like this, the video editing and stuff as well, will definitely be relevant outside of the musical parameters.
And again, there's a lot of things like that you can talk through with Matt. Aidan's even talked about his voice recording and
I have
different talents that he has, and Matt's come in and helped us with that, talked to other people that he knows that are experts because of the links that he has from this. And that's another thing that the NYMAZ sessions bring, is the networking and the connections that come from it that can help you through any kind of career.
I suppose the real crux of what Ambassadors was set up to do was to pass on experience and knowledge and findings to other people, and I think we've definitely become quite outward looking as well in our aims musically. It's given us a lot more ideas as well. As I mentioned before, we're looking at different genres of music to explore, and I think it's given us ideas other than performing as well. So it's seeing Matt as a role model. We're now more excited to look at things like tuition as a potential avenue to go down and other things as well. So it opens your horizons to some extent. It gives you a more wider view of what you might be able to go on to. I think the thing that surprised me most about Ambassadors is just how intimate and how flexible it is. I thought it would be quite structured, and this week we're going to do this week we're going to do that, and we'd have less involvement. We'd be passengers throughout the process. But I think really we've been in the driving seat, drivers. We've been in more in control. We've been in control with what's been going on through the process. We've been able to say, Matt, we're a bit concerned about this, we've got this coming up, we don't really know how this works, would you give us a hand? And then we've been able to be the masters of our own destiny.
I think what surprised me most is the amount of knowledge that goes into the music industry, whether it's the jobs that are in it or the different avenues you can take with it. It's really good to be able to talk to Matt and anybody else that he's in contact with to learn more about where I can go, where me and Aidan can go as a band, and possibly what you might be able to do.
If you've got a musical project that you want to sort of almost pitch to NYMAZ that you think is beneficial for yourself, your own development, and for the community as well, remember it's quite a selfless thing. It's all about the community of North Yorkshire. If you've got something that maybe you want to get involved with like that, there's probably some funding available too. They're very good at networking and helping you in that respect. After this sort of scheme has run its course, we have come far enough to remain musically active. We're going to put together some material. We're now sort of looking at a different even musical perspective as we were before we started. We were very much an instrumental group, and now we are a vocal, sort of almost rock pop act of some sort. Hard to pigeonhole, but we've definitely got that momentum going forwards, looking at organising gigs. We've even been booked for a few, getting some demos out there as well. So I think it's just continuing on the same trajectory that NYMAZ and Matt and Ambassadors has put us on.
I definitely think since the sessions have started, I've become a lot more directed in what I want to do. I want to go to the Royal Northern College of Music to study popular music, and with that going on to a career in full-time music as a creative and as a professional within that.
You don't have to particularly want to do music academically at the same time. I know that music will be a massive part of my life regardless of what happens, but academically perhaps it won't be in that direction.
So Luke and Aidan came along to the Ambassador sessions with a few ideas around what they wanted to do with music, but what we've been able to do is drive that forward and turn it into something really quite special. Their musical talent was evident. They're also quite ambitious in terms of what they want to do, but maybe don't know exactly how to go about doing it. So it's a good combination to be able to take somebody's existing knowledge and really grow it to help them move forward. Ambassadors can be tailored to any group of young people that attend, and it really allows them to be in the driving seat of how the programme materialises, really based on what they want to do, but then taking that knowledge that they gain along the way and be able to use that throughout their lives, but also in the local community and to benefit other young people. So it really does pass what they've learned on in other ways.